Chapter 1: The Unforeseen Hero. What does it take to become a hero in a medical emergency? Imagine a day like any other. The sun is shining, people are bustling about, lost in their own worlds, when suddenly an unforeseen medical emergency strikes. It could be a heart attack in a crowded bus, a sudden collapse in a supermarket aisle, or a choking incident at a local coffee shop. In these moments of crisis, ordinary individuals often find themselves thrust into extraordinary circumstances. But what is it that fuels the transformation from an average person to an unforeseen hero? Is it the adrenaline rush? The instinct to leap into action when someone's life hangs in the balance? Or is it something more profound? You see, heroism in the context of medical emergencies is not just about courage. It's also about compassion, about the willingness to extend a helping hand to a fellow human being in distress. It's about quick thinking, the ability to stay calm under pressure, and the determination to do whatever it takes to save a life. And yet, heroes are not always who we expect them to be. They could be the quiet teenager who knows how to perform CPR because of a school health class. The elderly lady who keeps a first aid kit in her purse, just in case. The off-duty firefighter shopping for groceries, ready to spring into action at a moment's notice. Or the passerby who calls for an ambulance, providing the vital link between the victim and professional medical help. These heroes don't wear capes or masks. They don't have superpowers. They're just like you and me, but with one key difference: when faced with a medical emergency, they step up. They make the choice to get involved, to put their fears aside, to make a difference. In the face of the unpredictable, these everyday heroes remind us that we all have the potential to make a significant impact. They show us that bravery isn't always about grand gestures, but often lies in the small, decisive actions that can change, or even save, a life. Heroes come in all shapes and sizes, stepping up when the unexpected strikes. Chapter 2: Behind the Heroism. Have you ever wondered what drives a person to become a hero in a medical emergency? Often, we are left in awe of these heroes and their extraordinary deeds. But what we don't see is the profound internal drive that pushes them to act in such life-altering moments. So let's peel back the curtain and delve deeper into the motivations that fuel these acts of heroism. At the core of every hero, you'll find empathy. This is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. It's the force that compels someone to step out of their comfort zone, to put themselves in the shoes of a person in need. Take the case of a volunteer firefighter who risked his life to save a stranger from a burning building. His empathy for the victim's plight propelled him into the heart of danger. Next to empathy, selflessness is a key ingredient in the recipe for heroism. Selflessness is the quality of caring more about others than about oneself. It's what drives a nurse to work overtime in an understaffed hospital, ensuring that every patient receives the care they need. Her selflessness is a beacon of hope in the darkest of times. And then there's the strong sense of responsibility. This is the feeling that one must do something because it is morally right, even if it's difficult or dangerous. Consider the off-duty doctor who happened upon a car accident and immediately jumped into action, performing life-saving procedures right there on the roadside. His sense of responsibility wouldn't let him walk away. These motivations, empathy, selflessness, and responsibility, are not exclusive to heroes. They are human qualities that we all possess to some degree. What sets heroes apart is their ability to tap into these motivations in times of crisis, to turn compassion into action. So, the next time you hear a story of heroism, remember this: it's not about the grand gestures or the dramatic rescues. It's about the internal drive, the motivations that push ordinary people to do extraordinary things. Beneath the heroism lies a deep-seated commitment to humanity. Chapter 3: Stories of Bravery. Now, let's delve into some real-life stories of heroism. Imagine this. You're in the middle of a quiet suburban neighborhood when suddenly, a child's cry pierces the air. The calm is shattered, replaced by panic. But amidst the chaos, a figure emerges, a teenage girl, barely more than a child herself. But in this moment, she's a beacon of hope. She rushes forward, guided by a first aid course she'd taken just a year prior. Her quick thinking and calm demeanor saved the child from a severe allergic reaction. This teenager didn't wake up that day expecting to save a life, but when the moment came, she rose to the occasion. Our second story takes us to a bustling city street. A man collapses, clutching his chest. The crowd around him freezes, unsure of what to do. But then, a passerby steps forward, a woman who learned CPR from a workplace training program. She gets to work, her hands steady as she performs chest compressions, her voice clear as she instructs someone to call for an ambulance. She's not a doctor, yet her actions in those crucial minutes keep a heart beating, a life ticking. Then there's the story of a teacher on a school trip. A student falls ill, symptoms escalating rapidly. It's a situation that could easily spiral into tragedy, but the teacher's swift response, born out of years of experience and countless emergency drills, ensures it doesn't. He gets the student to the hospital just in time, his quick thinking making all the difference. Each of these individuals had different motivations: a yearning to help, a sense of duty, a commitment to their community. Yet, they all share one thing: bravery. They faced situations that would make most of us freeze, and they acted. They didn't do it for recognition or reward, but out of a deep-seated belief in doing what's right and helping others when they needed it most. These stories remind us of the extraordinary potential within ordinary people. Chapter 4: The Power of Preparedness. So, how can we all be better prepared to act in a medical emergency? The answer lies in two simple yet potent words: preparedness and empowerment. A significant part of being prepared is knowing what to do when the unexpected strikes. This is where learning basic first aid and CPR comes into play. These skills may appear daunting at first, but with practice and the right mindset, they become second nature. Imagine you're in a situation where someone is gasping for breath or has collapsed. The seconds that follow are critical. Being equipped with CPR knowledge could be the difference between life and death. It's not just about pressing on someone's chest or giving breaths. It's about doing so with the confidence that you're taking the right steps. Preparedness doesn't stop at learning techniques. It's about nurturing a readiness mindset, which includes staying calm under pressure, making quick decisions, and understanding the importance of time in emergency situations. It's about knowing that your actions, however small, can have a profound impact. The beauty of preparedness is that it empowers us. It transforms us from bystanders to potential lifesavers. It imbues us with the confidence to step up when others might step back, to act when action is needed the most. And the best part, this power is accessible to everyone. There are ample opportunities for us to learn and grow. Many communities offer first aid and CPR training. These sessions not only provide hands-on experience, but also foster a sense of camaraderie among participants. They create a community of individuals who are ready and willing to help in times of need. In conclusion, Preparedness is not just a state of readiness. It's a mindset, a way of life. It's about being proactive rather than reactive, about stepping up rather than stepping back. And most importantly, it's about realizing that each one of us holds the potential to make a difference. Knowledge equips us with the power to save lives. Chapter 5. A Call to Action. Remember, a hero could be anyone, even you. Consider the stories we've shared today. Ordinary individuals, just like you and me, becoming extraordinary heroes in times of medical emergencies. It's not about having superpowers or special skills. Instead, it's about the willingness to step forward, to extend a hand, to make a difference when it matters most. These stories of bravery and selflessness serve as reminders that we are all connected. We are part of a community, a brotherhood of humanity. And in this community, we look out for each other. We rise by lifting others. So, ponder these stories. Reflect on how you might act in similar situations. It's about preparedness, yes. But more than that, it's about having the heart to care, the courage to act, and the spirit to save. Let's foster this sense of community and mutual support. Because, remember, in a world full of uncertainties, be someone's certainty. Chapter 6. Wrapping it all up. So, what does it truly mean to be a hero in a medical emergency? It's not about donning a cape or having superpowers. As we've explored today, it's about stepping up when the unpredictable occurs. It's about ordinary individuals propelled by an innate sense of duty, compassion, and love for their fellow humans. These heroes don't act for recognition or reward. They are driven by the instinctive, human motivation to help those in need, to make a difference when seconds count. They remind us of the importance of being prepared, of having the knowledge and the courage to act when life throws a curveball. But let's not forget the power of community. It's the support, the gratitude, the shared resilience that truly amplifies the impact of these heroes. It validates their actions, fuels their spirit, and inspires others to rise to the occasion. Heroism isn't about being extraordinary. It's about being there for others in extraordinary times.